Hey, good people, what's up? Oh, chopsticks, chopsticks. What's going on, good people? Real life is something like a podcast. Hello, hello. You caught the bird. Learning to eat with them chopsticks to put a lot of air in your mouth. That crash was crazy. Now I brought you the info on P. Diddy. Oh yeah, and by the way, so I don't think it was Corey Feldman. Well, I think it was Corey. I think it not Corey Feldman. Jesus Christ. I don't think it was the Drake dude. Just recapping off of the Diddy shit. I don't think it was the Josh and Drake cat. Was the white boy that came out? Maybe that was him. But they also, I just got a text message saying that a little white boy, 25 years old, he was supplying Diddy with all the drugs, Brandon some another. Now again, Kim Porter say when the white boy come forward, Diddy gonna fall. Now if he was Diddy's drug supply, a little young, I told you, a little young white boy, and I gave an age range. I don't know how old I don't know how old the Drake and Josh cat is. Maybe in his 30s or 40s, because he grew up with us. So that's who I thought the little white boy was. But she said the little white boy, little Jewish white boy, when he come to, and then they say the boy Brandon, they done caught his ass, and he was the dude that was dropping all the pills to Diddy and all the celebrities, and they got his ass, and they done wrapped him up. Now Diddy done flew the country. It is what it is. So they did say, Kim Porter, when I channeled her, she did say the little white boy. I thought it was the Nickelodeon cat, because Puffy was on Nickelodeon, talking about put a helicopter in a nigga pants to wake him up. I don't know why they wrote that in the script. But the little 20-something, 25-year-old white boy, the Brandon guy that was supplying all the drugs, they got his ass locked up. So you know he gonna sing. Because I know he can't take a dick in his ass. If Diddy got a big dick, I know he damn sure can't take one in prison if they stuff his ass in there if he failed to accomplish. So he gonna sing like a motherfucking mockingbird. Left up to me, I'll be singing like a bitch. Listen, man, the nigga said he gonna kill my whole family if I didn't do this shit. And I made some money at the time. Give me some time at a tennis court, resort jail. Bitch, don't you put me in the motherfucking county jail in New York City. Don't you send me to Rikers, bitch. No. That's where they're gonna ship it there from California to Rikers. No mercy. But out of that shit there. So what I want to talk to you guys about is this here bridge thing. This here bridge thing falling. See, I done got into the energy now. I done got a taste for this news. And I done got a taste for reading. Brandon, what it is? I'll call you back, Pimpin'. So I done got a taste for this news thing, reading tarot cards on the news that's coming up. And I think y'all gonna be surprised because I did a tarot reading earlier, but I want to do a tarot reading on that bridge crash up there in Baltimore. You know, my baby sister up that way. We got a couple people in the Soul Tribe that's up that way. So I touched base with all of them today. They all right, but I am gonna take a trip up there to make sure baby sister okay and to try to get her to come here for a little bit. You know, try to get her to stay with me for a month. Hopefully she do, but my baby sister pretty strong-willed like myself, and she got peoples up there, and she may say, "No, bro, I'm gonna just rock it out and say your prayers." But anyway, I'm going up there to make sure she prepped within the next week or two. But here we go, people. I want to do a reading on this bridge. Because if y'all don't understand what's happening, this is history repeating itself. So everybody, I'm not so good with the math. I'm not so good with the math now, but I want you guys to tell me how many years it's been since 1980. 1980 to 2024, right now. How many years has it been? Y'all put it in the comments for me right quick. Alex, I'm going for Tyson simply because It's a celebrity gag. Tyson gonna win, but Tyson gonna fake him a little bit. It's a thing. All right, people. So it's been 44 years. Now, what if I told you guys, listen to me good. What if I told you guys that here in Central Florida, Tampa Bay area, 44 years ago, a container ship crashed into the Bay Bridge? Same scenario, same motherfucking scenario, crashed into the Bay Bridge in 1980. Here's the crazy thing about that. Having been a tanker ship that crashed into a bridge direct like it did. It didn't clip bridges and fucked it up, but crashing into a bridge from Tampa, Florida, 1980, 44 years. Notice the number, 44. I'm not a number man. Now, I don't do this type of shit. Talk to so 44. 44 years since then. 4 plus 4 is 8. Borrowing what Terrence Howard taught us, we're going off the geek number squad, not the real what Terrence Howard taught us. Get your mind up. So it's 8. That equals the number 8. This is the year of 2024, right? 2024. Add them up, they equals 8. This is a year of infinitesi. Call it what you want. You turn that 8 sideways, this is infinity. This is infinity. So in 1980, y'all go to your computers right quick. Tell me something in 1980, what America did overseas in 1980, what they doing right now. I'll let y'all settle this because I want to show you just how vast spirituality is, just how vast the universe and your brain is. I got old Master Google here. Let me see. In 1980, where was America? What was America doing? What was America doing in 1980? In the United States, 1980. Here we go. All roads lead to JK. Have you sensed my ancestors around you D last year week? I don't know, you dark beauty. You got to be a little bit more specific than that, Pippin. I should say, did your book of reading? So 1980 is March. Okay, let's go to March. March, February, March, close to April. Carolina, 13-year-old girl is killed by a drunk driver in Fair Oaks. Her mother, Candy, forms organization. The Department of Health, Education, and Welfare split into the Department of Education and the Department of Health and Human Services. Oh, wait, that sound. Convicted of second-degree murder. This is all. That's me. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit ahead of myself. 52nd. So this is what I want to get at, people. This is what I want to get at. The United States, in 1980, United States Census brings, this is the number scale. There are 200, well, I don't know how to say this shit, 226-545-805 people, residents in the United States. New York City Transports Workers Union local lodge goes on strike. They said in April, the United States several diplomatic relations with Iran and imposed economic sanctions. So now this is what I want to get to you. People, nothing is real. Everything is a strip. Everything repeats itself. If it worked, let it ride. So in 1980, one of the most pitiful times in the United States, it ended on the number 8, right? Ended on the number 8. Because if you add 1, 9, 10, 18, that type of shit, it just goes to 8, zero it out. But aren't we in diplomatic shit with Iran right now? In Iran, we in sanctions with Iran. We trying to sanction the people. We trying to do something with them. We trying to do it. So in order for this ritualistic shit to work, right, when the Illuminati government, whatever, do, they have to recreate certain rituals. 1980 was pivotal. The tanker liner crashed into a bridge. This year, the liner crashed into a bridge. Right here, 13-year-old girl is killed. I'm going to help you here. This happened in Florida. 13-year-old girl is killed. They make a law separating the school system and the health department and all this shit, coming up with new ways to contact parents. 13-year-old girl is killed in 1980 here in Florida. They come up with laws. A 13-year-old girl got killed right here, and they came up with a school law that the school need to contact the parent if the kids ain't in school. They coming up with different things. This is so everything here. If you want to know what's going to happen in the future, people, you want to know what's going to happen in 2024. Go look at everything that happened in 1980. Pay attention. Go see what's going on in 1980. I'm just reading some of the shit that happened in 1980. It's similar to me here in Florida. Okay, in 1980, I didn't know my computer screen was a touch screen. I'm rolling this bitch up with my finger. Look at me with the technology. Didn't know. Mafioso Angelo Bruno is assassinated in Philadelphia. So now they're saying there's a mafia. So in 1980, some big time mafia boss is probably going to get assassinated in Philadelphia. It's all the way here. So y'all Philadelphians out there, be on the lookout for one of y'all big time crime bosses biting the bucket. What I'm trying to tell you guys is because I'll be doing some research. The year 1980 is repeating out because 1980 America was supposed to fall. America was supposed to fall, people, but it was saved via a ritual. And these rituals are so vast that you have to put the world on a whole stage to do it. So what's happening in 2024 gonna play out everything that happened in 1980. Go to Wikipedia, look at the list. It says Silver Thunder is they got this thing called Silver Thunder, a steep fall in silver prices, resulting from the Hunt brothers attempted to corner the market in silver, leads to panic on a commodity of futures exchange. Now, people, listen to what I'm saying. What's going on in 1980 is reflecting here. So in 1980, it was silver. So somebody tried to corner the market in silver. What are they cornering the market in now? What we got? BRICS currency. BRICS currency is supposed to go live April 1st. The Eastern powers, the Arabs, whatever you want to call them, forgive me. They trying to corner the market with the BRICS currency and the gold. Everything is playing out in the ritual. People, I'm reading this shit just where you can get it too. P. Diddy in the chat. P. Diddy, take that. You get it? You remember that song he did? That's a dad joke. Take this. Take. P. Diddy been rough on a nigga ass. Boy, that video, that audio hurt my soul. Huh? Woo! Hey, God. Chicago Rock Island and Pacific Railroad operates its final train. So now, people, I want to hear where they closing down a train. If somebody in your region hear that they close down a train or some train track ain't gonna work no more, that happened in. If they close down some shit called, they say in Chicago Rock Island and Pacific Railroad operation operates its final train. So that closed down. Now let's go over here to next month. Excuse me. It's a best supporting actor, notably becomes the youngest Oscar nominee in any category. People, what just happened at the Oscar? Didn't they just have the youngest actor to become an Oscar winner? The youngest person just became an Oscar winner. Everything that's happened in 1980 is reflecting 2024. I had to come. Because I was in there and I was using my chopsticks and shit, and I was trying to eat. And guess what? The youngest, Chala, as you say, who it was? In 1980, it was best support. It was best supporting actor. Notably becomes the youngest Oscar nominee in any category. Uh, Justin Henry. So it was an 8-year-old boy named Justin Henry. Justin Henry nominated for Best Supporting Actor. So an 8-year-old boy in 1980 was did Best Supporting Actor. So who took home Best Supporting Actor in the kid division or anything? The youngest actor to be done, if I'm not mistaken, it was a little girl from England. So this is a ritual they're playing out again in order to save, in order to harness the energy of it all. 1980 was America's best year, baby. 1980, bitch, you had the Dare Project, you had food stamps, you had WIC, you had everything. The stock market did good, gold reserve was high, the US Mint was producing money. 1980 was the golden year of America. Hip hop, rap, reggae, ska, soca, all that shit was coming together. There was no real bullshit in America other than slight racism, but that's what you're gonna get. America right now is trying to recreate everything that took good place, everything that happened good in 1980. They are really trying to redo that shit for 2024 to get the big energy because they know God coming back. They know the powers that be is going to come back and wreck up some shit, allegedly. TikTok don't ban me. This is all in my head. This is script, my beliefs and shit. I mean, think about it. I stayed out of Baltimore. I was told 3 times not to go, so happy I listened. So let me see what's going on. A mass exodus. So in 1980, a mass exodus of Cubans to the United States, known as the Marabali boat lift, begins. It ends on October 31st between agreement between two countries. So a mass exodus of Spanish people. This is Cuba. A mass exodus of Spanish country has been coming here. We call it the invasion. Are y'all seeing the pattern here, people? I may not be able to put it as elegant as some other YouTubers and social media people, but are y'all seeing how everything from 1980 is being reproduced from 2024 for the America that has American interests in it? And this, and the reason why, so let me get off of this because I done said you too much. After we get off of this right here, the reason why they're doing it, reason why they're trying to recreate everything just the way it's supposed to be, because they're trying to harness the energy of that year. Did you know you can harness the energy of a year you lived? Somebody say, man, I'm living my best life. We went around with that shit YOLO. You only live once. Live your best life. And then you can sit down in your prayer closet, in your spirit team, with your spirit team, and say, I want the energy I had of that year. Older people do it all the time. I want my vitality back when I was a 25-year-old man. I can fuck like a motherfucker. I can hang out. I can do whatever. Drink beer, and we go to buy all these pills and shit to do it. America is doing the same thing, harnessing the year of 1980 when we was the baddest mofo walking. And they're trying to recreate this because there is a direct energy downfall coming. Am I making sense to you guys? We call ourselves spiritualists. We say we tapped into the divine. Is this can you see what I'm saying here? See, we look at things as just random happenings. But if I just gave you 3 examples of something that happened in 1980 that's happening right here in 2024, and each number equals 8, the last number equals 8, the year of infinity, inspiration, that Lady Luck say, I understand your thought process. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I'm just reading off of this shit right here, this Wikipedia. So here we go. It's a Rosie Ruiz wins the Boston Marathon, but is later exposed as a fraud and stripped of her title. So there's gonna be an athlete, and I'm not reading the future. I'm just telling you some shit. There's gonna be an athlete. Maybe y'all done heard it already in the world of sports. I don't follow sports. There's going to be an athlete that wins everything, and then the athlete going to be stripped of their title for cheating or taking steroid. Damn. I remember that happened with the baseball man. I remember that happened with the sports dude that was running, the bike man that was doing his thing, the bike man that was biking all over the goddamn France. They took his shit, Lance, some another. But they said this lady named Rosie Ruiz wins Boston Marathon, but is later exposed as a fraud and stripped of her title. So let's be on the lookout this year for an athlete being exposed as a fraud and being stripped from the title. The energy, everything that happened in 1980 is going to play out right here because it can. It's a Operation Eagle Claw, a commando mission in Iran. A commando mission in Iran to rescue American embassy hostages is aborted after mechanical problems grounds the rescue helicopter. 8 United States troops are killed in an air collides during the failed operation. Now, people, that happened earlier this year in January. For my military people out there, something was mounted to go to Iran to save some people in a helicopter, and the helicopter crashed. If I'm not mistaken, a helicopter just crashed. One of our S.O.L tribe members sent me a text message or email saying that she had a dream about a helicopter crash and she was supposed to be on it. She'd been out of the military for a good little second, but the helicopter crashed, accident. Mounting the mission to go over there. Who's to say it ain't Iran? Let's say it's Haiti, because they say they can't get to Haiti. The planes can't get in there. They shooting that government armored bullet armored plane with regular handguns and machine guns. And you telling me you can't fly over there to rescue the people over there in Haiti that need to come? Now, if I go down this timeline, people, listen to me good. What if I go down this timeline in 1980 and see where a country that was previously occupied by the American government is in uproar? President stepped down, a lone wolf takes over, runs the country. What is the odds that I may see that shit in 1980 when I scroll up here and America has to get the people out of it? What's the odds? And I'm looking at this shit. Was it Grenada invaded in 1980? Boom. Boom. I just want you guys to know my line of thought and the way I'm thinking with this shit. If you're not putting this shit together, if we too busy distracted with P. Diddy hanging dick up in people and the drug man, and we too distracted with this damn eclipse, remember now, don't look up. Don't look up. They put a movie saying don't look up. Let's keep our eye on the ball. The reason we should keep our eye on the ball because there is a pattern happening, and the pattern date is mimicking 1980. It's mimicking 1980, people. I'm just going up this bitch on Wikipedia. You know they can take everything down. There's a Pennsylvania lottery scandal. The Pennsylvania lottery is rigged by 6 men, including the host of a live TV broadcast, Nick Perry. Look out for a lotto thing. If I'm not mistaken, there's a little Asian dude in betting. His manager betted some shit, and now he up for scandal because he betted on some fuck shit he shouldn't have. I'm just reading it up. Department of Health and Education Welfare split into 2 departments of education and the Department of Health and Human Service. So so now you separate in 2 departments. If I'm not mistaken, the government say they don't have enough money. So Department of Human Services, due to the migrant thing coming up, in the Department of Health, they split. So now your birth control and everything has to go through one, and your money has to go through another one. You have to get vaccinated or you have to get whatever health treatment over here due to this abortion type energy, and they splitting it. They This shit is just playing out, and I when I was meditating, I kept saying 1980. What happened in 1980? Everybody loved the 80s. The 80s was the shit, y'all. The Turks queso first chief minister is killed in a plane crash. So James Alexander Jones, Jags McCarthy, the Turks and Caicos Island first chief minister is killed in a plane crash over New Jersey. What just happened to our African brothers? To one of them African prime ministers, bankers, and everything, killed in a plane crash over America somewhere. Well, the state don't matter. They recreating the situation at hand to get the energy, to harness the energy back from that great year. You put everything in play, it comes back. We can tap into that source energy. Think about it. Remember the three African dudes, the two African dudes and the female, they was the most powerful bankers from out of Africa. They died in a plane crash over some, I don't know, was it New Jersey? I'm not following the news. I'm just telling you what happened in 1980 to let you people see that you can do your own research. Everything that's happening in 1980 is happening now, and the reason it's happening now is that America is trying to harness the powers that be, the entities, whatever. It's trying to harness the powers of that good time, or that positive energy when America was on top. They're trying to go back in time, recreate the shit, harness that motherfucking energy from all those death, incidences, chaotic scenes, whatever, and bring it here and use it to offset the change that's coming into the world, offset the eclipse energy, offset something. I just may be a little weird here. I may be reaching. I may be reaching. Y'all right. I may be reaching. Just out of inflation, like the end of the 70s with the gas prices. Okay, say so are they doing this to redeem themselves? No, child, to ask you, good question. They are not doing this to redeem themselves. That's the problem. They won't repent and do things right. What they're doing, so basically this is a magical ritual they're doing on a world scale, on an American world class scale. This is a ritual, what I'm trying to tell you guys. If I can recreate everything I did in a ritual before, everything my grandma did in a ritual before, then that ritual, that work, spell work, let's dull it down a little bit, should give me the same results, if not put me closer. So let's say like we hear all this shit on the TV show, the eye of Newt, the ass of a toad, the tongue and the eyelash of a serpent. You put it all in a pot, you mix it up and stir it, and then you put the drop of a baby tear, poof, poof, puff, some shit happened. That was spell work. I'm trying to get you guys to see this is ritualistic work. Everything ritualistic has to be done the same way, if not close to it, to get the results. And what they're trying to do is harness the great, powerful energy of 1980 to 2024 to save the asses of the people, the powers that be, the elite, whatever. What can we do to counter what they are trying to recreate? Not a goddamn thing, Lux. I ain't gonna do a damn thing. I live in America. You know, I want them to motherfucking make this bitch great. I live here. I'm not gonna, man, don't stop a bitch from dropping a bomb on me. Do what the fuck you do. This is the one time I want that ritual to happen. I don't want to have to eat beans and rice and have zombies chase my ass and cut them up with samurai swords. I don't want to do that shit. I want to continue to look at my goddamn TV. I want to continue to open that refrigerator and get some ice out that bitch and just suck on a regular ice cube because I goddamn can. I don't want to not have electricity. Goddamn it, America, do your goddamn business and get us right. Do the goddamn thing. Just do it. my God. Oh my God. Hey, God damn it. I'm American. I'm a freak, baby. I like luxury. Say what the fuck you want to say, but I don't want no zombie chasing my ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do your fucking job. I just maybe I shouldn't have did this live because y'all think this is a bad thing. I just want y'all to open your eyes to see that what America is doing, they trying to recreate, and I'm just giving you some education on spell word. They are trying to recreate the positive energy of the 80s that when we was winning and we couldn't be touched by nobody. Nobody could fuck with our military. Nobody could fuck with our army. Nobody could fuck with our gold, our money, our people, our women, our brothers, our music. No country could fuck with it. There, and because America is being judged and is coming to the end, they have to do something to get that energy back. Now, the powers that be may get it back and they may turn out to be assholes, or they may get it back and say, hey, man, I did the right thing about it. I got the energy back. Let me treat the people good. Who knows? Stranger shit has happened in the Bermuda Triangle. But I'm telling you, if you guys want to see the pattern that's going on, and you guys going to use the spiritual eyeballs, your own self eyes, how my grandma used to say it, just follow the timeline from 1980. Everything that's happened in the news that they show you, follow the timeline, and you'll be able to figure out what's going to happen tomorrow. Now, I'm trying to see who got indicted on sex charges in the 1980s. That's what I'm scrolling up this bitch. I want to see, did a Puff Daddy play out back in 1980? You willing to take the trip with me? Y'all want to type it in Google? In 1980, what was the sex trafficking scandal that rocked America? I'll wait. Y'all put it in here. I'm not going to put it in here. Y'all wait. I'll wait. Who going to treat me right, y'all? Who going to treat me right? Oh, my phone finna die. Why y'all killing me, man? Don't hang up my phone on me. Don't die. I had to put the charge in. Don't dial me out. They said Jim Baker. Jim Baker. Thank you, Virgo, mama. Jimmy Swaggart. So Jimmy Swaggart, Jim Baker. Can you say happy birthday to my sister? Her name is Cece. Jace. Happy birthday, Cece. So I don't know who this person is. Jimmy Swaggart. I heard the name. Gary Hart, politician. So it was a lot of people caught up in a sex scandal ring that they chased to another planet, y'all. That they chased to another country. But what's going on with your boy P. Diddy? Same thing is happening that happened in 1980. They closing down. They have to recreate the same energy. What you say, AIDS epidemic? Ain't that a bitch? I could have swore they talking about measles. Now, I read the news. People under 45 need to get screened for colon cancer. That's the goddamn thing. Go take a colonoscopy. That shit don't happen until we old, man. Then you had your boy, the most black man in America, Chadwick Boseman. He dies of that bullshit. When I was growing up in middle school, Farrah Fawcett, she passed away from colon cancer. First time I heard this shit. But I mean, just rock with me, y'all. Marvin Gaye was murdered. So okay, Marvin Gaye was murdered. Wow. In 1980, that's rough. 9 politicians in 87 that had scandals. No, we talking about 1980. I'm specifically talking about the year 1980, not 79, not 70, not 81. Everything that happened in the year 1980 related to what's going on here. So again, somebody got caught up in some kind of child pornography, some kind of sex scandal in 1980, big time actor, politician or something. The same how heavy the energy is for P. Diddy, it has to be somebody that happened there. So that's why I say you guys can Google that and look. Brooke Shields came out in the movie Blue Lagoon. I don't know if they got in the movie. They said that Diddy house in LA has an underground tunnel. Good Lord, man. Michael Jackson released the 6th album. Good Lord. What? He rich. Just go get you a gay man. Stop touching regular men. If that's what you're into, you're rich. Go buy one. Fucking word, man. All right, let's go back to this bitch. Magic Johnson scores 42 points to lead the Los Angeles Lakers to a 123 victory over Philadelphia 76ers. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Los Angeles, that somebody from Los Angeles just overscored somebody in the news and sports. I don't follow sports. I just see it in the news because I like watching the news in the morning. What's this? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He beat all these records. Ain't that something? I think another superstar that old like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, his record was broken this year too by another basketball player from LA. I mean, you see how they did this shit, man? You see how they recreated everything from 1980 is happening in 2024. People, I unlocked the mystery. If you want to read the future, if you want to learn how to read the future, what's going to happen next in the world, 1980. Just follow the timeline. So Mount Helen erupts in Washington, killing 57 and causing US 3 billion in damage. So if you live in Washington, be careful. It may be some erupting over there. If you live somewhere where a volcano is erupting, causing money damages, be careful. That may be erupting somewhere in the United States. The Empire Strike Back is released. So what space movie just got released? I mean, I'm just trying to put it up there. And the year is not over with. Batman, the best-selling Stanley Kubrick horror film, The Shining, based on the 1970 novel, is released. So they got a horror film, The Shining. The New York Islanders win the first Stanley Cup from a goal by Bobby something or another. I don't follow that. Shot and critically injured in an assassination attempt in Fort Wayne, Indiana. The first major news story, CNN. So this a lot of shit that's gonna happen. Wow, Ted Kennedy was win several primaries, including California, on Super Tuesday, but not enough to overtake President Jimmy Carter. The Democratic nomination. Ain't that something? Tornado strikes Grand Island, Nebraska, causing over. If I'm not mistaken, they just said a city is constantly getting tornadoes. They said the tornado. I want to say they keep saying it's been 5 tornadoes in this one city already, and they said this is wow. Everything that fuck it. I can read this shit all day long. The world learned of our high level investment into public corruption and organized crime, infamous code name app scam. Ain't that something? Did Beetlejuice come out in the 1980s? They made a second one. I don't know. I mean, in 1980, I was 2 years old, so I wouldn't know. I was still sucking on the tit, so I wouldn't know. I hope they don't start erasing information from the 1980s with the Mandela effect, so we can't. I think they might just do that. So on June 9th in 1980, Los Angeles comedian Richard Pryor is badly burned trying to freebase cocaine. So who gonna get fucked up doing drugs? Ooh wee, cocaine, my man. And a Unabomber bombs injured United Airlines president Percy Woods in Lake Forest, Illinois. Good Lord. The 1980s were tragic. Augusta AVA becomes the first federal recognized American viticultural area. The 1980 United States heat wave claims 170 lives in June. Hey, this shit is not over, baby. This shit is not over. Stay motherfucking tuned, baby. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, y'all. I'm just saying, if I didn't crack the code, however y'all look at it, maybe I cracked the code, maybe I stumbled onto something, maybe I'm just reaching. But when I was thinking, they say, man, this shit feel like 1980. In 1980, I was 2 years old. I should have never had a reckoning of what happened in 1980. I was two. I was born in 78. I shouldn't have had a reckoning of that. But my spirit dropped down to me and said, this is the same shit happened in 1980, and America is trying to recreate the spell to make themselves great again, to make themselves powerful again. And they trying to harness that energy. So me being the spiritualist that I am, I think I can see the ritual playing out for the whole year. And let's say people what may happen. I ain't going out without a fight. You goddamn right. I will be 46. Old head. Old head. I still look like I'm 27 years old, y'all. That's not, I don't eat that much sugar. I don't eat that much sugar. You remember things that happened in 85, the same year you were born? That's crazy. How the fuck that happened to us? I should have known nothing about 1980, man. But spirit, when I'm down here working, trying to operate these chopsticks here, y'all know what I'm operating them for. I ain't got to say it. Just wait. You going to see. Let's be real, Baron. 27 years old. Yeah, look, 20. Let me dye this bitch black. Fuck it. Let me dye it brown. Dye the dreads black. Oh, I'll dye the bitch jet black. I look like I'm a young buck. Y'all don't hate on me. Can you expand on the ritual that they are doing in Jerusalem with the three red heifers? Ooh, this is coming from somebody who read the Kabbalah. This is coming from somebody who studied the Kalippa. So let me tell you about this ritual with the three red. So this is them bringing back the Messiah. If you want to get into it, and trust me, y'all, this is imagination people made up in my mind. TikTok don't ban me. YouTube, this is just a play in my head. I'm not giving false information. This is just something I'm thinking about. I don't study Jewish religion, mythology, or nothing. I'm just speculating, having fun, and coming up with a movie plot. Details to come later. So now, think about this. If you read, there's always been a sacrifice of three red heifers. Once the mark of the three red heifers, once they see the three red heifers, it's supposed to be a sacrifice. That brings back the Messiah, their Messiah, not our Messiah. It brings back their Messiah because it has to be done by the heifer. So it's supposed to be one heifer, but they always breed three. And if they breed those three, they keep those three heifers all throughout time. They've been breeding them to get this red here. But here's the trick. They haven't found them. Those red heifers didn't come about till this year because you can't see that the heifer is red until it grows up to be about 6, 7, 8 months till it's walking distance and it's a baby. Now, if you want to learn, during the movie Constantine, if I'm not mistaken, during the movie Constantine, remember this. I don't know what movie it was. Probably Constantine or The Omen, some of them scary shit. But the little boy, the demon energy got into the little boy, and he had to tote this red heifer, got into the, I mean, during all the thing, the demon got into the little boy, and the little boy was toting this red heifer all across the state. Put him, I think, I don't know what's that, American Gods or some shit, but I know it was a show where the little Jewish boy with his father who took care of the lambs, I mean, who took care of the heifers, they said this is the one red heifer. You got to get this cow to the United States. That let you know United States is Israel itself. So they put him on a quest, and he had to get that heifer. They put him on a boat, cargo ship, whatever. They had to get him over here. They had to get him over here to the United States for the sacrifice and to be done in a ritual. I don't know what it was, but I damn it, I wish I would have kept that movie. But I remember it was a man that was possessed. He had got run over by a car, shot up. It just was various scenes going on. But the red heifer is supposed to be sacrificed allegedly to release the souls of the god so the god could come back. That has to be the purest, most rarest sacrifice on the planet. They found them here in America. Oh, they found the red heifers here because they always been here. The movie said the boy had to get it over here way back then. But that's what they trying to do. They just shipped them from Texas to Jerusalem. Oh my God. Now there was a movie that played out like that. That put the little Jewish boy, because his daddy took care of him. His daddy before him took care of him. They played that shit out, and now they just shipped it. Who's to say they wasn't shipping more on that container, and that's why the container crashed? Who's to say America didn't understand that shit and wreck that bridge? Who to say they didn't make that bridge explode? Dynamite, boom, boom, boom. Who's to say that didn't happen? Because they recreating the energy. And in 19 energy, if you look up, I mean in 1980, if you look up, there was a ritual did in the Jewish faith to where the whole Judeo did an offering in 1980. Lynn Mason, hello from across the pond, Scotland, baby. There's some tough boogers, boy. You fight people in Scotland, they hit hard. Good Lord, they hit you so hard. That's a good point. You get it, Sadie. It looks like an explosion. I think so. But people, everything that's happened in 1980 is happening now. That's all I want to say. We can talk semantics. We can talk about the shit. Everything that happened in 1980. Now, I'm going to look up something. I want to look up something just while we on here. So y'all got the gist that everything that happened in 1980 is happening now. So we got it because they recreating the ritual to get the energy from that ritual to save America because America is on the decline. Should I say go good job, America? I don't know. I'm indifferent to the bitch, but I know I don't want to eat beans and rice and have a zombie chase me. I'm just on that. So let me ask this question. In 1980, what was the Jewish holiday in Israel? Jewish holiday 1980 for Israel. Major holiday, Purim. Major holiday. What does Shabbat means in English? I don't know what the shit means. Weeks. Shabbat literally translate to weeks in Hebrew, emphasizing the conclusion of this 7-week journey. The time of the holiday suggests the Shabbat may have been an ancient agricultural festival that took on special significance when the event on Mount Sinai occurred. If I'm not mistaken, every Bible I ever heard, that's where the sacrifices happen on Mount Sinai. I'm not a Bibleologist here, but I just Googled that little shit, and that's what they gave me. An event that happened, that took place on Mount Sinai. And in every Bible church, Mount Sinai is where the angels come down to. Mount Sinai is where they took the offering to, the burnt offering to Mount Sinai. I'm just looking up this shit. I don't know. So don't get me. This is crazy. We emphasize agriculture occurred because of the Jewish will often bring the outdoors indoors while decorating the houses with flowers, and greenly manly Jewish and accepted the holiday by staying up all night on every Shabbat to study and symbolically prepare for receiving the wisdom of the Torah. This event is called Tikkun Lei Shabbat, the Shabbat night watch. This happened in 1980. This is happening now. Naomi decided to leave Moab and journey to Bethlehem to live amongst the Israelite again. She encouraged both orphans and both Oprah, Orpah, and Ruth to return to their parents and remain in Moab. Orpah reluctantly agreed, but Ruth refuses out of love for Boaz, y'all. She chooses instead to stay with her mother in law and embrace Judaism. This could not have been an easier choice for Ruth to leave behind everything she knew in order to stay with Naomi, her mother. This is masonry here. Her kindness, obedience to God, and eventually worded Bethlehem, where she married a wealthy farm owner, named Boaz. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't want to get into the whole politics of Palestine and shit like that, because God knows I don't want that energy. But if somebody is trying to take the land of Palestine, and some female that's not belonging to some country was told to stay in that country instead of returning, leaving to stay there, and she gonna end up marrying a wealthy landowner, farmer, and if I'm not mistaken, somebody trying to own the land of Palestine. I don't get this shit, man. This shit is playing out like in the 1980s. This story came from the 19. This story came from history, but they saying this is the history of the ritual that were performed allegedly from 1980. Damn. They just released another Ghostbuster movie Friday. What is the biggest holiday celebrated? I don't know. They say what Jewish holiday was on October 1980? Yom Kippur. I like that one. Oh man, this is crazy, y'all. Y'all don't mind me. Now I done went down the rabbit hole. What happened in Israel in 1980? Historical land of the area. Get to know historical Israel. I'm going down a rabbit hole. The fight between Jews and Arab. This is 1980, right? The fight between Jews and Arabs over Israeli and Palestine goes back to the 1920s. So they had a war over it in that area. So damn, the same thing happened in 2024. It's happening in 1980. The damn internet said it. The war was 1980. The Palestinians and the Israelis was fighting each other in 1980. Everything is playing out. This is a world damn skid here, man. Numbers of countries with millions of square miles. The Jews suffer from having no homeland and all that stuff there. I'm just reading up. Good Lord, man. Wow. All this happened in 1980. The same thing play out. 1980 Israel War. The War of Independence. Birth of the State of Israel. Good Lord. This is amazing. People, I've never researched this shit. This is amazing. The shekel replaces the Israeli pound in 1980. The shekel replaces the pound. July, Israel Knesset passes the Jewish law. Israeli model and actress, Israeli model and actress who won the Miss World 1998. No, 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 no. Give me all 80 people. Oh my God. This is crazy. I'm just really throwing away in 1980 in Israel television. Well, I'm fucking. I'm going down a rabbit hole. People, listen to this shit. I'm just saying, y'all know where I'm coming back with this shit. Y'all know what I did, what I said. I just wanted. I just went down a rabbit hole, and I need to get off this bit. Listen, people. If you want to know how to map what's going to happen in 2024, simple. Just read up what's happening in 1980. They're replaying this shit out, and this is in America. They are replaying this shit out on a ritualistic basis. The same energies, the same people, the same events, the same happenings. They're playing it out in order to harness the energy of the year of 1980 to save America's ass from 2024. Is it a slip screen window here? The eights are lined up where they can slip through the cracks and they can grab that energy if they do it right and make it happen. Yeah, this rabbit hole getting so fun. I don't want to say this shit because I know how the cancel culture get in this bitch here. You say one wrong thing and everybody on your ass. I can't even say I can't stand Lucky Charms no more because I just insulted somebody. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. When I say trick off of kids, I just offended a child somewhere. I don't know. I know how this bitch get. I'm horrible. Y'all don't mind me. I've been watching the first Matrix. That's an ass scratcher there, boy. Woo! I'm just freaking out on this shit, man. And it all happened, and it all came into play when I heard about that bridge crashing. 1980, Tampa, Florida Skyway Bridge crashed. A container crashed into it. Same thing happened in Baltimore. Same that type of shit. Come on, man. They taking the energy from 1980 to recreate the goodness and the glory America had then to bring it into the energy of the 2024 year so that we won't be fucked up judged and they trying to redo a ritual, sort of like trying to get your youth back, get your vitality back, shield yourself with that bubble. I think when the how they call it, the replacement of the king, maybe if we make the energy of 2020, maybe they're thinking if they make the energy of 2024 match up so good with the energy of 1980 that maybe the judgment will pass over us and say, well, they already had it. Just like when you put the lamb's blood on the dough, people. You know, I'm just saying some shit. Nah, Easter can't be the end of March. Easter is the 31st of March, they say. Go figure. All right, everybody, I'm gonna let you guys go. Hey, y'all go and enjoy yourself. I gotta do some edits. Uh, y'all enjoy yourself, people, tonight. I just had to do that. Remember, the Baron was right with that. When I channeled Kim Porter, I gotta claim my stain on that. I mean, I gotta stake my claim on that. I was right. Kim Porter said after they catch the little white boy, Diddy gonna fall in less than 30 days. Y'all go back and watch that previous video. I said it. They got the white boy. I thought it was the Drake boy from Nickelodeon when he came out and said something, even though Diddy was on that show. But not a young white boy that they got that's gonna sing like a bird is a 25-year-old dope dealer, Brandon something another. I don't fuck off. I am the best with these cards. Book your goddamn reading. Let's see what good news I got for you. Let me tap into your energy. Direct energy reader, baby. The main man. Y'all be good. Stay safe. God bless you. Love you.